My brother Larry was in a B-17 in England, and on one mission they flew ahead of the bombing formation and dropped chaff. Some people called it window. Actually, it was Christmas tree tinsel, not the plastic kind you have today. It was metal, and as it drifted down through the air, it would cause trouble with the radar on the ground. But it had to be lower than the airplanes. So they went 5 minutes ahead of the bombers, and with no protection. And by the time the bombing forces came, this stuff had settled down through the air 1,000 feet or more, and would upset the aiming of the anti-aircraft guns. I shouldn't say aiming, but the altitude at which they would be set to explode. And their airplane got badly damaged, and his pilot knew that he couldn't get back to England, fly all the way across half of Germany and all of France alone. So he kept on going east till he landed in Poland. And then they landed at a place called Lodz, I think. And they went to, they were taken into Warsaw and then into Russia. And they were put on a cattle train, and they were fed,
Borscht.
pardon?
Borscht.
Borscht and some kind of pork that was, his stomach was bad for a few years after that. And our people knew that they were there, but they were not allowed to fly in to pick them up. No Allied aircraft was allowed into Russian airspace, even though we were allies. And they were taken down to the southern limits of Russia, and they walked across the border into one of the Arab countries. But then it took them, I think, over a month to get back to England. But he rode a camel, and he bought some trinkets to bring home, and they got a lift down then on our transport aircraft, sometimes only a couple of 100 miles, I think. And it took them, I don't know how many rides with delays in between, to get to Gibraltar. And then they got a ride back to England. And after being debriefed, they went back to flying combat missions.